So welcome back to another video. I just finished doing the driver's side rear, so not that bad of an install, kind of literally the exact same thing as the front, but it's not too bad in the rear. I'm also adjusting my coilovers as well, just because I am rubbing just a tiny bit in the back, but hopefully that camber will fix it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it on the passenger side. Okay, so first thing what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna remove this top castle nut. There's no cotter pin in there, I don't think. Oh wait, no, there is. It's kind of just hard to see. So let's get the cotter pin out, or whatever's left of it, really. So it's a 17. I just had to hammer the socket on there. Rusty shit. Okay, now I'm just gonna hit this thing with the hammer and it should come loose. There we go. Good whack, and now it's off. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna pop the trunk. So let's get in my car here. Then we're gonna pop the trunk. So now what we're gonna do, you're gonna have to pull this liner back. And now I'm just gonna reveal the bolts to the upper control arm and the strut. So get this out the way, and then those are the nuts we're gonna be removing. Oh gee, that's tight. That's one. Number two. Okay, so now to get the upper control arm out, same thing, two 17s, one here, and then one in the far corner right here. You kind of might have to go in the car and pop this cover to get to that one. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it on loosely so I can get to the one that's inside the car. So I just removed my coilover, and then we're gonna go ahead inside the car. Oh, it's already a flat head in here. Okay, but anyways, there's a cover here. I think you can kind of see it. It's circular. Okay, so you can see this cover right here. You can kind of just take a flat head, kind of just dig it in the corner here, and then you're just gonna kind of just prop it up. It's so hard with one hand. There, but it's gonna slowly come up, and then you have access to the second nut for the upper control arm. Okay, once you get those bolts loose, the upper control arm should come out. I'm just gonna hold it and hold the nut up here and loosen it so it doesn't come crashing. Oh, there we are. So, there, easy peasy. So this is what the old arm looks like. So crusty. This thing is heavy too. So we're gonna need these old bushings because I don't have new ones. Okay. So now to get these bushings off, I believe they're 14. Oh, I can't use an impact. It doesn't fit. I guess I'm using a good old ratchet. There, now it should come off. There, now you have the bushing. Oh, I think I'm tightening it. I'm crazy, bro. But yeah, I was tightening it. I'm so stupid. Some crusty ass nuts, bro. There. Got the other one. And there's the bushing. This is the Godspeed rear. As you can see, it's very, very beautiful. Painted nicely bright and red. It's very gorgeous. I'm gonna put in the old bushings here. We're gonna take our bolt. It goes on the outside to the end. So get her through here, get her on the other side and grab the nut. And then just set her on. back here. Now I'm gonna flip this upside down so we can work on the ball joint. There we are. Here's the ball joint. Again, with the adjustable slider holes here, the castle nut. Here's the actual adjusting plate itself, goes on top. And then we got our new Allen bolts. Should be 6 of them here. And then there should be a cotter pin. They didn't give me a new cotter pin, bro? Oh, it's in the bag. Yeah, there's a new cotter pin in there. So these are the supplies that you should have. I'm gonna put some Loctite on it. You're gonna need a size 5 Allen key. So it's gonna get her on there. Whoopsie. Get the threads going a little bit, just so it can hold it in place. Once you got one Allen bolt on, then you're gonna go and do the same for the rest. Okay, so I got all the Allen bolts in. So this is what it should look like with the new ball drive I can slide, and then along with your OEM bushings. So, I mean, I'm still gonna use them, it's okay. But yeah, so what I mean by I'm gonna eyeball it from like my last video from the front, I'll kind of just show you here. So what I'm doing is I'm basically covering the top portion of the R or the letter, just about like right there, and then that's where I'm gonna secure everything. Now this is kind of what I want, because I do want more camber, just so my wheels can clear the arches of the quarter panel and stuff, so I don't want to rub. But this is what I'm going for here, just covering the letter. What I'm gonna do is get her in here, line her up where the holes are, grab one of the nuts, and hopefully you're gonna thread it on there to hold the control arm in place. So now, since we got at least one in, we can adjust the knuckle, push her back, there. Now at least she's in the hole. There. Ugh. Now the coil over. This thing's kind of heavy, bro. Okay, so I just removed the knuckle so I can have more access to the coil over. Oh, finally got the coil over in. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm gonna put some load on it. That should be good. And we're gonna tighten everything. So we have the new castle nut for the upper ball joint, along with the cotter pin. Okay, now we're gonna put back the 17 mil nuts on the strut or the coil. Oh, so far. The torque specs for the upper ball joint is between 29 to 35 foot-pounds. You don't want to go more than 35. So I got mine set to 30. And it's a 17 mil castle nut, torqued good. So now we're gonna slide a cotter pin through there. Okay, I got the cotter pin in. Just gonna pull her through. There. So it's all the way through. Just gonna grab the tail. Yeah. Bend her up. Yeah. Yeah. There. Cotter pins in. Let's see if I fix the fitment and the height. I might have to adjust it again later, but it's okay. I pray, but the rear doesn't rub. I don't want it to rub. Sits. I don't know what she looks like. Okay. There you go. There's some better clearance. Looks a lot nicer. Ooh. Let's check the other side. Oh. Is the other side the same? Oh, but there's better clearance. Okay, okay. It looks even with the front now. It doesn't look too bad. So, how many fingers can I fit in here? Oh, barely. I can barely fit two. It's like just the tip. Ugh. But in the fronts, same, almost the same. I can barely fit. I can fit a little more in. Like a little more than the tip. Hey. Then same thing on the other corner. Just barely the tip. Just in there, 2 fingers. And then in the rear. Oh, this one's really tight. Barely. Like maybe 1.5 of the tip. And then let's try one more time on this side. Oh yeah, barely. Like I may have to raise her up a slightly more, but who knows? Well, I'll test drive. But yeah, oh my gosh, that looks sick, bro. Nice fitment. Foot pounds, baby. That's the torque specs. Okay, we're in the Prelude. We're gonna see if I am rubbing or not in the rear. I don't rub in the front, but I did rub in the rear, so we're gonna see how she moves. Okay. Okay, so I'm hitting a few decent bumps. So far, no rub. Normally when I turn, I rub. Nothing so far. I think I just needed camber. And honestly, I think that did the trick. I raised the car up by a tad bit, get it kind of flush with the tire, top of the tire, and added some camber. It's not too noticeable, and I'm chilling. I'm not rubbing right now. We're good, baby. We're good.